is sustaining the faith. What you're talking about is beyond the music cantata. Are you seeing the trend?
Yes, sir.
Many are facing music, but beyond the music, what happened? I'm going to ask. Beyond the music, what happened? I'm asking you. It's a burden that we need to ask. Many young people are facing music. It's about this musician, the other musician. Good. I'm not against. That's fine. But I am looking at what will become of this faith 50 years from now, if the Lord tarries. Will there be anybody who is interested in fasting? Will there be anybody who is interested in holiness? You know, cathedrals have been empty. Cathedrals have been bought over. Former cathedrals that sat great denominations are now empty. Many of them are turned into another thing. I started looking at the future. Our heart desire is that what happened in Europe will not happen in Nigeria.
Amen.
That's our prayer. But you know how to look at, how to be sure that what happened in Europe, the elders and fathers first in the church and abandon their children and young people to certain things, and then now that they are aging, you get into the cathedrals, you see few elderly ones. Who would have believed? If you listen to Pastor Natio and others, you hear what happened in this way, how God used these great people. But remember, success without successor is failure.
Yes, sir.
No matter the fire that we carry now, if we don't have a sustainable transfer, what did I call it? Sustainable transfer. If we cannot sit down and see that our children and children are carrying on with the gospel, with the type of fire that we carry, if you look out and see watering down of the glory and the presence, then there's no future for us.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if anybody's hearing me now.
I hear you, sir.
Any good father should say, let my children do better than myself. If we take a critical look at the church, I'm not talking about fathers who are talking about heaven, fathers who are talking about consecration. When you look at the quality of Christianity of our upcoming young people, it will cause you to peer into the future and know whether the Christianity that we have now is sustainable. Who will carry the mantle? Who will carry the fire? Oh my God. When people rise up and they are too cute to fast the way you fasted, they are too exposed to sit down in the presence of God and hold the rudiments of faith. They don't want to take the holy risk, develop the holy habits that we developed, that make. Let's take a critical jump by our young people. Who is sustaining the faith? What we're talking about is beyond the music cantata. Are you seeing the trend?
Yes, sir.
Many are facing music, but beyond the music, what happened? I'm going to ask. Beyond the music, what happened? I'm asking you. It's a burden that we need to ask. Many young people are facing music. It's about this musician, the other musician. Good. I'm not against. That's fine. But I am looking at what will become of this faith 50 years from now, if the Lord tarries. Will there be anybody who is interested in fasting? Will there be anybody who is interested in holiness? Are we going to experience dangerous combination? One hand the spirituality and one hand the compromise. If you succeed and you have no successor, you're a failure.
Yes, sir.
If fire comes and there's nobody to carry the fire, then we have failed.
Yes, sir.